All right, chat. Our first night of playing 7 Days to Die went really well. And let's get ready to see some other horror stuff because I know in the Capcom showcase they will absolutely have new information about Resident Evil 9. How unoptimized do you reckon Resident Evil 9 will be? I don't think it will be actually because Resident Evil they actually do a really good job optimizing, like pretty much every single time. RE4 remake was like perfectly optimized. Resident Evil 3 remake was dog as a game, but it was very well optimized. Resident Evil 8 was not completely the best optimized, but it was good. It was fine. So I think they'll actually do a pretty okay job. Resident Evil 2 remake was really good. At launch it was a little rough, but like, you know, not too bad. They fixed it within about a month. I played all the Resident Evil games at launch, so I know those games very clearly at launch. For some reason, it's like their other properties, they really fuck up a lot. Now, will that mean Resident Evil 9 is optimized at launch? Well, Jacka, that's a great question, if you're asking that, because Resident Evil 9 will be coming out, according to Capcom, on like February 28th or whatever, which is right before Capcom's fiscal year end. Capcom's fiscal year end is March 31st, and that means it is entirely possible they'll rush out that game as well, especially because they learned they could get away with it with Mosnter Hunter Wilds, because that game is optimized as absolute balls. So, who knows? Who knows what kind of Capcom game we'll be getting, Jacka? But I know that they will face significant backlash if they fuck up the launch of Resident Evil, because that's a single-player game, so they have no real excuse. Even though they didn't have an excuse for Wilds, people did at least, like, you know, really buy the game in high numbers and everything. I was one of them. So, yeah. I really hope that they've learned. I think the fact that, like, there's such a significant backlash, like, if you go to any page for Capcom on Twitter, like, let's just go to Capcom. Anytime that they're posting anything about Monster Hunter, people are just spamming, like, fix your fucking game. Like, people are just, like, merciless on that. Like, if you go to any actual legitimate Monster Hunter post, everyone is spamming, we can't play your game. Piece of shit, fix it. Yeah, here, okay, some people are still spamming it about a day ago. Fix the game, here we go. Fix the game, fix the game. Yeah, this one has a lot of fix the game posts. This one has a lot of fix the game. Please optimize your game, fix the game. We can't play it, blah, blah, blah. So like, it's just the past day people were sucking dick. Yeah, it's just the past day people were sucking dick. But now, yeah, if you go back like a day, all of these other posts are like, we're you know, fix your fucking game, we can't play it. Hey, look at that! Who's this cheeky brown shit over here? Look at that. Yeah, here we go. I wonder how many people are going to be like optimize the game. Here we go. Yeah, this one is full of it. This one is full of it. Optimize the game, fix the game, optimize it, fix it, optimize it, fix it. Yeah, so this one has a lot of it. This one has a lot of it. Yeah, if you scroll down, this one has a lot of people hoping to see significant improvements, fix the game, blah, blah, blah. Like, it just goes on. It goes on and on and on. So, yeah. But yeah, the past day where they were like, oh, dude, it's so funny, man. Players of video games are the biggest dick suckers on the planet. All you need to do is just flash them a new shiny fucking armor set or whatever, and everyone forgets that the game is fucking unplayable. Yeah, we're so back, boys. Bitch, no one can play the game. Like, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's just insane. Oh, dude. Sometimes I really think gamers get what they deserve, huh? And, yeah, so basically, Jacka, to cap off what I was saying, I think that if Resident Evil 9, I think it's like an 80% chance RE9 will be well optimized. 80%. And the other reason is that, I don't know if you saw my video for Resident Evil 9, but I did cover already. I'll link it in chat. I did cover Resident Evil 9, and like a lot of the stuff not publicly shown yet. Maybe it'll be shown today. I don't know what's going to be covered today. on the big like Capcom showcase. But that was from Summer Games Fest, and they showed gameplay of Resident Evil 9 there, and obviously it was a slice of the game, right? But what they showed there was very well optimized. So that's a W. That's a W. Now, does that mean the game will be optimized at launch? Who knows? But they don't often screw it up for Resident Evil. So I would say, like I said, 80% chance that the game is going to be good enough optimized. And I would say a 20% chance that it's an absolute travesty like Mosnter Hunter Wilds. I don't think it'll be. Like, I think it's very unlikely. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Aceroy says, although Mosnter Hunter had good initial sales, it hurt sales after the initial period. Although it still sold well in general, I believe they'll take that in consideration since companies don't want good money; they want all the money. So they won't see the earned millions; they'll see the lost millions. I don't think so, Aceroy. I think they learned the exact opposite lesson, sadly, because they knew that they were going to get losses no matter what, and their financial year-end statement, I actually read the entire thing, Aceroy, and they made like a ridiculous amount of money, and they launched, according to their financial statements, the unoptimized PC version on purpose. They essentially knew they were going to have to sacrifice the PC version in order to get to launch before fiscal year end, because they had like not a great year for sales except for Mosnter Hunter Wilds, and that was like at the very tail end. So it was kind of like a really big gamble for them. And Capcom could have been like, if Mosnter Hunter Wilds did not sell well, it would have been like really bad for Capcom financially, and like executive heads would have rolled and everything. And frankly, that's the story that should have happened. Like genuinely, it really should have. But the gamers kind of saved Capcom there, and the lost millions they don't really care about because they expected it. They knew they were going to have that happen, especially later on down the road. And also, the lost sales, Aceroy, happened at the beginning of fiscal year for 2025. They don't care about 2025 until it turns around and gets all the way to the end of the fiscal year for 2025. All they cared about was end of fiscal year 2024. Because that was like the tail end. This is how financials work. Is it jank and is it like shitty? Absolutely, it is. It's one of the worst things. I hate it. I hate like all the financial mumbo jumbo that they do, obfuscation and all that. Like I mean, I'm really good at deciphering it. It's just like my job, my day job. But whether I like it or not doesn't change the fact that it exists in that way, which is very, very sad. Very sad.